So if you're a physicist, a professional physicist, what will you be attending to in the laboratory, on campus, as a practice? You'll be going to be attending to physical things. And what we attend to, this is coming from William James, one of my intellectual heroes, what we attend to is that which we wind up taking to be real. There's only one world, the natural world, exhibiting patterns we call the laws of nature, and which is discoverable by the methods of science and empirical investigation. There is no separate realm of the supernatural, spiritual, or divine, nor is there any cosmic teleology or transcendent purpose inherent in the nature of the universe or in human life. Life, consciousness, do not denote essences distinct from matter. They are ways of talking about phenomena that emerge from the interplay of extraordinarily complex systems. This is the kind of statement one would expect from a physicist, which is good. This is one of the stories. What I'm suggesting, of course, is not the only story. And the notion of what underlies what is more fundamental, is crucial. And it does have to do with starting assumptions, what we're attending to, and how we attend, how we pose questions, how we seek solutions. But it's a good story, and it's proven useful in many ways. But I would like to enter into the spirit of what Sean himself has expressed and what Marcelo has expressed also. Let's look at other stories. So here's a story now from Roger Penrose, but it traces back to the Pythagoreans, back to Plato, and that is looking at nature and the laws of nature and seeing how precisely mathematical they are, extraordinarily mathematical. Why should that be the case? Why not just more or less mathematical, or maybe not mathematical at all? And going back to Pythagoras, this is 2,500 years, there have been philosophers and contemporary scientists, top-notch ones, that have posited maybe the underlying reality is not physical at all. It's not particles, it's forces. Maybe it's a dimension of reality that's pure mathematics, and out of that emerges this world that we are experiencing as physical, the world of nature. In which case, mathematicians first-rate, like Roger Penrose, who I know Sean himself tremendously admires, as do I, he says mathematicians don't just start out with axioms and then do logical deductions. They're actually exploring a realm of reality that's pure math. They make discoveries, they intersubjectively validate discoveries of a deeper underlying realm of reality that's mathematics, mathematical in nature. Werner Heisenberg, one of the great pioneers of quantum mechanics, said, with regard to this question, modern physics, the question is, does it boil down to elementary particles and forces, or does it boil down to pure math, geometrical forms, numbers? And Werner Heisenberg says, with regard to this question, modern physics takes a definite stand against materialism of Democritus and for Plato and the Pythagoreans. It's another story. That mathematics is actually the primary science. That's what's getting at what's really underlying. But then physicists and others have also noticed something quite remarkable about this universe we're experiencing, and that is the constants of nature. It turns out that there's a set of fundamental physical constants throughout the universe that are such that had they been even slightly different, the universe would have been void of intelligent life. Now this has led some very good physicists, such as John Barrow, Frank Tipler, and others, to suggest, as they say, and I quote, there exists one possible universe designed with the goal of generating and sustaining observers. In other words, this universe is life-friendly. It's not an accident that there may be something like a life force, or a theist might say God, that created this universe in order to bring forth, as a house, a container, to bring forth intelligent life. In which case, biology would be the fundamental science, not particles and forces of physics, but biology would be the underlying reality. But now there are others, going back to Max Planck, the founder of quantum mechanics, Einstein, we all know of, and they suggest maybe it's mind. Max Planck says, this mind is the matrix of all matter. We must assume there is a force, there is behind this force of atoms the existence of a conscious, intelligent mind. It's very unpopular nowadays in scientific circles to speak of intelligent design. That's exactly what Max Planck was asserting, that maybe there's a superior mind. Or Einstein himself says there is a superior mind that reveals itself in the world of experience, the God of Spinoza. So James Jeans, one of the great pioneers of cosmology in Great Britain, he wrote, the universe begins to look more like a giant thought than a great machine. Mind no longer appears to be an accidental intruder in the realm of matter. We ought rather hail it as the creator and governor of the realm of matter. So what underlies what? Maybe mind underlies, maybe a divine mind. These are by first-rate scientists. I'm not choosing any flakes here.